Central on NBC.
Live, local from WPTV. This is Today on 5 at 11. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome to Today on 5 at 11. It is Thursday, January 7th, and we are moving right along in the new year.
Boy, it's flying right by. It'd be a lot easier to handle if we would have won the big Powerball, but today we have more in store for you, including Powerball fever. Yes, indeed. The jackpot for Saturday expected now to climb to perhaps $700 million or more. The key information you need to know that could help you win that jackpot.
And if you win that big jackpot, you could buy one of these fancy cars. You've seen some maybe pretty fancy wheels rolling around Palm Beach County this week. Car enthusiasts from all around the world are here to take a peek at these luxury rides like Lamborghinis and Ferraris. John, you could pick up a couple of those if you won that big lottery.
Can you blame them? I mean, beautiful cars.
They're just great. And they're in our parking lot. They brought a ton of cars you're going to be looking at, aren't you?
I was expecting one or two. We've got like 6 or 7.
That's terrific.
And we have a lot of employees missing in action right now.
Right.
I wonder where they are.
They're drooling, yes.
So we've got a lot to get to. First, though, some breaking news, and this is from Port St. Lucie, where an overnight fire at the La Mesa RV park damaged several mobile homes.
It took nearly 40 firefighters almost an hour and a half to get this fire under control this morning.
News Channel 5's Jacqueline Powell was first on the scene. She is live in Port St. Lucie right now with the very latest. Jacqueline?
Hey guys, firefighters were out here for a long time earlier this morning. It took nearly 40 of them, almost an hour and a half to get those flames out. A very long time because the fire was that big. Now take a look. We'll show you some video. We got very up close to all the damage right in the middle of the action this morning. 5 or 6 of these RVs were completely burned and destroyed, and half of the building you can see behind them was collapsed. Now others nearby weren't in the flame or weren't even in the flames, but they were damaged because it was so hot, and they have melted headlights and their paint's melted, some smoke damage inside. Overall, again, about 10 or more of these RVs either completely destroyed or really damaged. Now, all of the RVs also have propane tanks and gas inside of them, so that made things harder for firefighters. They had to stay back for a while until they knew it was safe, because that can be tricky. That made it take longer for them to get the flames out. Now, fire investigators have been out here this morning, all morning, trying to figure out what exactly caused this fire. As we learn anything else, we will keep you updated. Reporting live in Port St. Lucie, Jacqueline Powell, WPTV News Channel 5.
And I'm Chris Stewart, live in the newsroom, where we're also following breaking news right now. According to NBC News, the man shot and killed by police outside a Paris police station had an ISIS flag on him this morning. This happening actually just a little bit north of Paris. Take a look at this video into our newsroom of the scene. Police say that this man had a knife on him as well as wires coming from his clothing. Police think what appeared to be an explosive device that he had on was fake. He charged a police station early this morning and was shot and killed by officers. Today is the 1-year anniversary of the attack on the satirical newspaper Charlie Hebdo. Remember, it was a year ago today. 11 members of that newspaper's staff was gunned down by Islamic extremists. As police continue to investigate today's attack, they say they are investigating this incident as an act of terror. Back to you.
Finally, sun coming out. We burned off all that fog and low cloud cover. And look at what a beautiful picture this is. Blue sky, sunshine, warmer temperatures too. Just a beautiful day out there. Temperatures currently, well, we're into the upper 60s right now. And we'll be well on our way into the mid to even upper 70s out there. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of rain across the area. We're going to see mainly fair skies and things looking real nice. Really for the day. There are the current temperatures right now. A couple showers offshore. Those are the clouds we've been seeing. And high temperatures today, again, mid to upper 70s. Sunshine, we're already seeing it going on right now. The weekend, it does look like rain chances will be on the increase. I'll talk about that coming up in a bit.
Emergency crews have rescued all 17 miners who got trapped in an elevator that stopped working at a salt mine in upstate New York. They were trapped since last night, so for about 10 hours total, 900 feet underground. They got stuck while being lowered to the floor of the mine to start their shift. A crane was brought in to help lift that elevator. The company says the miners were never in any danger.
Happening today, the Palm Beach Gardens City Council will be voting on buying body cameras for its police department. This comes less than 3 months after Officer Newman Raja shot and killed Corey Jones. Raja was not in uniform at the time, and he was later fired. Police Chief Stephen Stepp has already endorsed body cameras. He says he plans to have the program in place by August if the council approves the $300,000 for the cameras.
We're learning more about the retirement of a former Boynton Beach school principal. The Palm Beach County School District says Richard Hughes was running a fraudulent book-selling business while he was at Hagen Ranch Elementary School. Police say he sold books and manuals on education from the district's private collection. Police determined he didn't break any laws, and Hughes retired before the district could fire him.
In Port St. Lucie now, do you recognize this man? Detectives are hoping that this new surveillance video will lead them to a possible witness after a 12-year-old boy was molested in the woods. This happened on Monday. The suspect is described as being 5'5" or maybe 5'6", with brownish black hair, weighing 215 pounds.
FHP is looking for your help finding a hit-and-run driver who killed a pedestrian New Year's Day. The crash happened in Indian River County off 20th Avenue Southwest, near First Place Southwest. Police say an orange pickup or an SUV may have some front-end damage. If you have any information, you're asked to call FHP or Crime Stoppers. The number's right there on your screen.
We've got some video, though. You've probably seen something like this firsthand, red light runners. And right now, police in Boynton Beach, they want to put the brakes on this. The department posted video of one red light runner on its Facebook page. This near miss, you can see it right there, happened at Boynton Beach and Seacrest Boulevards. Police want to remind drivers out there, take it slow and pay attention. People in Indian River County will be able to replace their new recycling or garbage cans for smaller or bigger ones. More than 2,000 customers have asked for different sized bins. The company is allowing one free exchange, which can be made over the next few weeks. Waste Management hopes the swaps will go more smoothly than the first bin distribution back in October, which had many issues.
More than 500 kids from our area are about to be on their way to our nation's capital. Safety patrols from across Palm Beach County are about to board an Amtrak train for a day-long trip up the East Coast. It's the 60th year for the annual trip to D.C. We'll have a live report from the train station as the kids get ready to leave coming up later on in this newscast. We're also going to show you how you can digitally tag along. News Channel 5's Katie Johnson will have a live report from the Mangonia Park Station coming your way at 11:57 before they depart.
We've been talking about this one all morning long in the newsroom. Instability. It's the word of the week on Wall Street, isn't it? And today it's shaping up as another rocky day for investors. Now, the markets opened the year at an 84-year low, and this morning, Asian stocks fell again. That triggered circuit breakers just after 30 minutes of trading. So that stopped everything on Wall Street. It triggered a ripple effect across the entire world. Ashley's been following this all morning long and has the latest. And there is breaking news now regarding trading in the U.S., isn't there?
Right. We keep learning new details every few minutes here. And on one level, you could say, okay, here we go again. This was the second day in a row, or second day this week, excuse me. The Dow Jones actually took that dive at the open of trading this morning, down right away more than 1.6%. But that means Wall Street off to its worst three-day start to a new year since 2008. Now, world markets now reacting to China. You can see here what's happened. Today became the shortest trading day in that market's history at just 30 minutes. That 7% plunge triggered the circuit breaker, which is a shutdown by trading by those Chinese authorities. But reacting to tremendous pressure now from other markets. In just the last little bit here, China has decided to suspend that circuit breaker starting tomorrow, which, of course, they're way ahead of us in those hours. That'll start in just a little bit. Right now, American financial experts watching the value of Chinese currency, also the price of oil. Holony?
All right, the big board, something we're watching closely. Also, something else we're watching closely. Tomorrow, we should get December's job report, and so much is riding on it. It'll likely determine whether the economy is good, bad, how it stands now in 2016, and then, of course, set the expectations for the rest of the year. Economists are already predicting about 200,000 jobs will be added. A good jobs report could mean Americans' income and consumption should continue to gain momentum. A week, though, showing could put a dent in consumer demand.
All right, let's get to some good news trending now in the newsroom. The Powerball jackpot is expected to reach, can you believe this, perhaps $700 million. Right now, the jackpot is expected to be about $675 million. That would be the largest for any lottery game in the U.S. Powerball is played in 44 states, the District of Columbia, the U.S. Virgin Islands, and Puerto Rico as well. So your chances of winning a jackpot like this are, what do you think? Slim to none. Yeah, you're more likely to become the president, and I've heard it said you're also more likely to be anointed a saint. So your chances are slim. But that does not mean that you do not have a chance. And, of course, your best chance of winning is by playing. That starts right there. If you want to tip, the Multi-State Lottery Association says about 75% of winners are computer picks. So maybe that's all you have to do is just, go to the computer and let them do a quick pick for you. And ladies, there is also some good news. Florida is a state with no income tax, so you only have to pay a 25% federal tax on your winnings. So you do better here in Florida than you do in many other states.
But again, you got to play to...
You got to play.
Yeah.
So go to a computer, do a
investment.
quick pick here in Florida, so you keep more money when we win. You know, John keeps bringing up the same thing, too. I don't know. But can you imagine, hold on, guys, this is approaching $1 billion.
Yeah, it could set some records here. I mean, one of the largest
crazy
jackpots,
money.
the largest.
Crazy money.
Crazy money.
It would be nice. All right, thanks, John.
All right.
After the break, the push Congress is making to repeal President Obama's Affordable Care Act.
And a new way women could soon be taking a pregnancy test.
And we've got a live look for you right now outside of our studios. You're going to want to stick around for this, I know. These are gorgeous babies. We're going to speak with the spokesperson of Supercar Week and tell you where you can see these rides this weekend. You're watching Today on 5 at 11 on 1 hour earlier.